Greeting grade 10. Welcome to a new year of doing a course of life science. Most of you are new. I know it's a new subject to you, and you need to know what exactly are you studying in grade 10. So I'm here with the topics that you're going to be doing for your grade 10 course of life science. We will be having two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. These papers are written at the end of the year. Then in between, you definitely will be having the papers that you write, the school-based papers out of 60. You have a mid-year exam, and you also will be having the practical papers in between. So let's just go on to see the topics that we're going to cover for the term, for the year. We will start with the paper 1 topic. So if you can check very well on my screen, there's the topics that are going to cover on term 1. Then there is the weighting. There is also the mark. So we will start with paper 1, that is chemistry of life. We have chemistry of life there. This we're going to do it in term 1, and it's out of 33. The marks is out of 33. Then we move on to, okay, let me indicate where I'm talking about. Right, so we have the marks there, it's 33. These are the marks that I want you to take note of. So which means in paper 1, we will be having chemistry of life. It will be there. It will be out of 33. Then we move on to another topic that we'll cover in term 1, that is basic units of life. And it's out of 19. The marks is out of 19. There, it's out of 19. And the weighting is 13%. Then in term 1 also, you cover cell division, mitosis. In grade 10, you only cover mitosis. So cell division carries also 19 marks. Cell division also carries 19 marks. We move on to term 2. You are done. So which means basically paper 1, you are going to learn the topics for term 1, you're going to learn the topics for paper 1. Then we move on to paper 2, which is plant and animal tissues. This is also part of paper 1, and this is 28. Then we move on to plant organs, leaves. This is comprised of 6% the weighting, and it only have 9 marks. Only have 9 marks. You are still learning this in term 2. Then term 2, you also learn in support and transport systems in plants. Support and transport systems in plants. That is out of 23. The marks is out of 23. The marks is out of 23A. Right, that's 23. Okay. So you also we move on to support system animals. Support system that is animals. This one is also giving us 19 marks. We are going to have 19 marks for these ones. We are going to have 19. That's a 19 for this one. 19. Right. To give a total of 150. Again, now in term 2, we are also going to cover the transport in mammals, because this one is animals, still is the same transport in mammals. Then in term 2, we are going to have transport system in mammals. This one is also has got a lot of marks. That is 32 marks. 32 marks. Here we have 32 marks there. That's 32 marks. Then we also now move on to term 3, where we're going to learn about biosphere to ecosystems. biosphere to ecosystems. This one has got more marks, that is 54 marks. We'll be doing this in team 3, 54 marks, and the weighting is 36. So that's basically concerned about the marks there. 54 marks. 54 marks. Yeah, then we move on to biodiversity and classification. Biodiversity and classification. Biodiversity and classification. That's 21 marks. Then we move on to history of life on Earth. That's 43 marks to give a total of 150. So basically, this is the structure of your life science. And when you are starting, we will start with knowing graphical presentation. You should know how to present data, using histogram, how to present data using graphs. These are the things that you need to know about. So let's meet on our next lesson. We will be explaining data presentation, how to draw a pie chart, how to draw a graph, how to draw a histogram, how to present data, how to interpret, differentiating between independent and dependent variable, understanding investigative questions. All these things we're going to tackle them in our next lesson. Right, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to